Listen up. This isn't just another weather update. This is a crucial warning for everyone living in or traveling through Europe this December. The winds coming are unlike anything we've seen in recent years, and it's time to take them seriously. December 2025 is bringing extreme winds to Europe. Meteorologists are tracking massive storm systems forming over the Atlantic, heading straight for the continent. These storms are expected to unleash powerful gusts and sustained winds that could disrupt daily life and threaten safety. Not just a breeze, these are gales that can turn a normal day deadly. Imagine trees bending, debris flying, and streets becoming hazardous in seconds. Even the most familiar places can become dangerous when the wind picks up. From the North Sea to the Alps, nature's about to show its power. Coastal towns, mountain villages, and bustling cities alike will all feel the force of these winds. No region is immune, and everyone needs to be alert. Preparation is your best defense. Secure loose objects, reinforce windows, and make sure your home is ready to withstand the storm. Taking action now can prevent injuries and save lives. This isn't about fear, it's about readiness. Having an emergency kit, a plan for your family, and knowing what to do if the power goes out can make all the difference. Stay calm, but don't be caught off guard. Meteorologists warn of powerful storms with high winds and sudden gusts. These winds can topple trees, damage roofs, and cause widespread power outages. Stay tuned to weather updates and heed official warnings. Whether you're on the coast, in the mountains, or in the city, wind will be a major hazard. Coastal areas may see storm surges and flooding, while mountain passes could become impassable. Even urban centers will face risks from falling debris and flying objects. Respect the elements, and don't get complacent. The wind doesn't discriminate. It can catch anyone off guard. If you must go outside, dress appropriately and stay aware of your surroundings. We'll break down why these winds happen, the dangers they pose, and how to stay safe. Understanding the science behind these storms can help you make smarter decisions and protect yourself and your loved ones. Think of this as your survival training for December. We'll share practical tips, from what to pack in your emergency kit to how to communicate during a blackout. Preparation is key. We'll cover the science, the gear, and the decisions that keep you alive. From sturdy flashlights to backup power sources, every detail matters when the wind howls outside your door. The wild is beautiful, but it demands respect, especially this winter. The landscape may look stunning, but hidden dangers lurk when the wind is at its fiercest. The wind is louder than ever. Pay attention, stay informed, stay prepared, and let's get started on how to weather this storm together. Why does Europe get slammed by winter winds? It's all about the clash between Arctic cold and southern warmth. This fuels the polar front jet stream, a high-altitude river of wind that drives storms straight at Europe. In December, the temperature contrast is extreme, supercharging the jet stream and intensifying storms. These storms, called depressions, bring gale-force winds and can rapidly strengthen into weather bombs. Understanding this pattern is key. These winds aren't random, but part of a powerful, predictable system. The North Sea is a storm hotspot. Atlantic depressions sweep across, gaining strength over open water. The sea's shape funnels wind, turning strong gales into violent storms, especially dangerous for coastal communities. Storm surges and massive waves threaten lives and property. At sea, wind and waves can make survival a real test. On land, rogue waves and sudden gusts can catch you off guard. North Sea storms are uniquely fierce. Never underestimate their power. Respect the wind, respect the sea. Now, the Alps. Mountain winds are unpredictable and brutal. The foehn wind, a warm, dry blast, can turn calm valleys into windstorms in minutes. It melts snow, raises avalanche risk, and can topple trees or rip off roofs. Wind speed increases with altitude. A mild valley breeze can be a mountaintop gale. Wind chill at altitude is deadly. Hypothermia can set in fast. Mountains create their own wind systems with sudden gusts in unexpected places. Always check how terrain affects wind, not just the forecast. The mountain's breath is deadly. Stay alert. Respect the wind at every elevation. Wind kills in 4 ways: force, flying debris, cold, and exhaustion. A strong gust can knock you down, fatal near cliffs or roads. High winds turn loose objects into deadly missiles, even in cities. Wind chill strips away body heat, making hypothermia a real threat. You may feel warm, but wind can make temperatures dangerously low. The constant battering wears you down mentally and physically. Fatigue leads to mistakes. Bad decisions in a storm can be fatal. Always anticipate danger, stay aware, and don't underestimate the wind. Survival is about preparation and respect. Don't let the wind catch you off guard. Your clothing is your first defense. Layer up base, synthetic or merino, insulating mid, and a windproof, waterproof shell. Never wear cotton, it soaks up moisture and chills you. Protect your head, hands and feet with windproof gear. Use liner gloves plus mitts, wool socks and sturdy boots for stability. Goggles or wraparound sunglasses shield your eyes from wind and debris. Always carry a small backpack. Phone, power bank, map, compass, head torch, snacks, water. This is your survival kit. Don't leave home without it. The right gear keeps you warm, dry, and safe. Dress smart. Stay alive. Preparation starts before you leave home. Check detailed weather forecasts. Focus on wind speed, gusts, and direction. Know which areas will be exposed or sheltered. For mountains, check forecasts for your exact elevation. Recheck the weather right before you go. Conditions change fast. If gales are forecast, ask, is this trip worth the risk? Plan safer routes, avoid exposed ridges and coastlines, and tell someone your plans. Set a panic time for check-in. Pack extra layers and essentials even if it seems mild. Your preparation is your safety net. Don't skip it. If you're suddenly caught in dangerous wind, the most important thing is to stay calm. Panicking can cloud your judgment and make the situation worse. Take a deep breath and focus on your next steps. Remember, windstorms can escalate quickly, so acting with a clear mind is crucial for your safety. Your first priority should be to find shelter. Look for natural cover like large rocks, dips in the landscape, or the leeward side of a hill, which is protected from the wind. Even a small barrier can make a big difference in reducing wind exposure and keeping you safer. Get as low to the ground as possible to increase your stability. The closer you are to the earth, the less force the wind will have on you. Crouching or lying down can help prevent you from being knocked over or losing your balance. If you're on high or exposed ground, try to descend to a safer, lower area if it's safe to do so. Avoid ridges, summits, or open areas where the wind is strongest. Moving to a sheltered spot can significantly reduce your risk of injury. Move slowly and carefully, leaning into the wind to maintain your balance. If you have trekking poles, use them for extra support. They can help you stay upright and steady as you navigate through the gusts. If the wind becomes too strong to continue, don't force yourself to keep moving. Hunker down behind your shelter, add extra clothing layers to stay warm, and wait for the worst of the storm to pass. Sometimes patience is your best defense. Check on everyone in your group. Make sure everyone is warm, has enough to eat, and stays hydrated. Sharing snacks and water can help maintain energy and morale, which are both vital in stressful situations. If you feel you're in real danger, don't hesitate to call for help as soon as possible. Use your phone to contact emergency services and be ready to give your exact location and details about your situation. Early communication can be life-saving. In urban areas, stay away from trees, power lines, and buildings that could be damaged by the wind. The safest place is inside a sturdy building, away from windows and loose objects that could become hazards. If you're driving, reduce your speed and keep both hands firmly on the steering wheel. If the wind becomes too intense, pull over to a safe spot and wait until conditions improve. Your safety is more important than reaching your destination quickly. Above all, never risk your life for the sake of your schedule. Delaying your plans or turning back is always the right choice if conditions are unsafe. Remember, safety comes first, always. Your well-being is worth more than any deadline or destination. December 2025 is set to challenge Europe with some of the fiercest winds in recent memory. These storms will sweep across the continent, bringing not just dramatic skies and howling gusts, but also real risks to safety and daily life. The power of the wind is awe-inspiring, but it can also be unforgiving if underestimated. Throughout this series, we've explored the science behind these powerful storms, the dangers they pose, and the essential steps you can take to prepare yourself and your loved ones. Knowledge is your first line of defense. Ultimately, it all comes down to one thing: respect. Respect the wind, respect the official warnings, and most importantly, respect your own limits. Nature doesn't negotiate, and neither should you when it comes to safety. Don't let overconfidence or carelessness put you or others at risk. Taking the time to prepare, securing loose items, reinforcing windows, and checking your emergency supplies can make all the difference when the winds pick up. The outdoors can still be enjoyed, even in challenging weather, but only if you do so wisely and on nature's terms. Plan your activities with the forecast in mind, and always have a backup plan in case conditions worsen. Dress in layers to protect against sudden temperature drops, check weather forecasts before heading out, and avoid exposed areas where the wind is strongest. Small decisions can have a big impact on your safety. Always carry a survival kit with essentials like water, food, a flashlight, and a first aid kit. Being prepared means you're ready for the unexpected, whether you're hiking, traveling, or just going about your day. Learn to recognize the early signs of hypothermia, shivering, confusion, and fatigue, and act quickly if you or someone else is affected. Taking shelter and warming up can save lives in extreme conditions. By building these habits, you transform potential danger into adventure. You'll not only survive the storm, but also create lasting memories, knowing you faced the elements with respect and preparation. Stay alert, stay prepared, and face the wind with confidence. Every step you take to protect yourself is a step toward a safer, more enjoyable experience outdoors. Be smart, respect the power of nature, and always come back safe. Your adventure is only worth it if you return to tell the tale.